Okay, so now the last part of the drawing, or your layout, is to draw the scoop. Number 1 says, in the space left to the right of the fins is where you draw the scoop. That's the space that's left to the right of the fins. Measure to the left from the right side of the material, 3 3/4, mark in 2 spots and draw a straight vertical line at that point. That would be line 13. So again, if we look at the demo, we're coming in 3 3/4 this way. We're going to put line 13 in. That's a straight vertical line right there, and it's 3 3/4 from here. Now 3 3/4 is actually 12 lines past 3. So here's 8 at the half, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if I put 3 3/4 right on that mark, at the very beginning of my ruler is where I need to be. That distance is 3 3/4. Slide it down and do it one more time. Now you could do it the other way. You could flip your ruler around, you could put the beginning of your ruler here, and you could mark 12 lines past 3. It's going to be the same thing, but it's 3 3/4. That's 8 at the half, 9, 10, 11, 12. Once you get your marks down, then you're going to take your triangle, and once again, you're going to line up your triangle at the base with this straight horizontal line, and that is going to give you a straight vertical line at this point. So one more time, the ruler is for measuring distances and marking, and the triangle is for drawing straight edges. So there's our first step in drawing the scoop. Now it says, measure in and mark 3/8 into the scoop from both outside edges. 3/8 of an inch is where this dash line goes. That's line 14 right there, and line 15. So the distance from here to here is 3/8. Now 3/8 is 6 lines on the ruler. So it doesn't matter what 6 lines I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That mark right there is 3/8. And now I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to put the 5-inch mark right on my vertical line. We count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 lines gives me 3/8. So this distance is 3/8, and this distance is 3/8. Now it says for step 3, create straight vertical dashed lines at these marks on both sides of the scoop, lines 14 and 15. Have an adult check. And it also says have an adult check line 13 as well. So I should have checked 13 before you did your 3/8, and then after you draw these 2 dash lines, you'll have an adult check that as well. So I line that up, bring it in, make sure it's straight and square, and draw a dash line. Same thing's true over here. Place my pencil, come on up, make sure it's straight and square, and draw a dash line. Last step of the scoop says, at the top edge of the scoop, measure out from lines on step 3 1/8 of an inch and mark. Okay, so I have to measure out. So again, if we look at the demo, because we're not sure what that means, here's the previous line, dash line right there, 14, 15. That mark right there is 1/8 of an inch out. Now 1/8 is 2 lines on the ruler. So if I put the 2 right on that dash line I just do, and I counted 2 lines this way, that's my 1/8 right there. If I put the 5 right there, I count 2 lines this way, that's my 1/8 right there. So that distance is 1/8 of an inch on both sides. Now the last step is to draw lines 14 and 15. Using a straight edge, connect the mark from step 4 to the bottom outside corner of the scoops, lines 16 and 17. Have an adult check. So I'm going to go from here to this corner. How do I know that? Check the demo. Go from there to the corner, from there to the corner. So again, pencil point on point A, bring in the triangle, look at point B, line it up, and when you're lined up, fire. And you should hit it right on the money. If you don't, erase it and fix it. Again, pencil point on point A, line the triangle up with point B, and draw the line. The scoop is now done. I just need to write it.